Test 1 2. How'd you end up being first, man?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome and good evening. Good evening. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Well, that's a little bit better. Is everybody ready? There we go. Thank you, Allison. Thank you for your energy. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Minute Pitch. Welcome to the Minute Pitch. Welcome to our live audience here. And welcome to our audience on live stream. We're streaming this live tonight so that we can get more viewership. So as you're looking around here and you see the 80-ish people and you see our 22 contestants, also know that there are multiple others out in the internet world. And so we appreciate you. Can we give a round of applause for our internet audience? We're excited to kick off our first competition of the year. We're excited to kick it off, and we're so glad to see the folks that are in the audience, the students that are here to see their friends pitch, the students that are here to complete their class homework assignments, and also the faculty and staff that are here to support our students. These students who are ready to pitch their ideas tonight in this first competition of the year deserve a round of applause before we get started. And we also appreciate the faculty that are here. I saw a few faculty members. I think I saw Sundar come in. I think I saw the Dean of the Manning College of Computers and Information Science. Dean Haas is here. I saw Peter Reinhardt. Peter Reinhardt, who is the founding director for the Institute for Applied Life Sciences. We have our patent and trademark librarian. Paulina is here. Paulina, give us a wave. Yeah. And we have Associate Vice Chancellor Carl Rust is here with industry relations. Did I say that right? Industry relations, meaning bringing our industry partners in. And so we've got a full house tonight. I think I see Sundar somewhere. Did I see Sundar come in? Sundar's going to talk to us tonight about the tech pitch. We also have visiting with us tonight from the Hope Prize Foundation, someone who's going to talk about the Hope competition, which is coming up in November. Where are you? Wave at me. There you are. Hi. How you doing? Are you ready to take the stage? Okay. It's all Mike's fault. And so let me progress here through some of the things that we're going to see tonight. Tonight's all about the idea. Some of our other competitions, for instance, the tech pitch that Sundar will talk about later, is about invention and it's about technology that is a little bit further along. The whole competition, the executive pitch, and the new partnership that we have with the Food Science Department, the things that happen in November, those 4 competitions, are a little bit further along. Tonight it's about the idea and the pitching, and we're gonna have fun. This is why I love this competition, because it's students coming up to tell you their idea with their passion. And it's gonna be amazing. Can we give them a round of applause one more time? So tonight, besides the judges, the audience's job is to support these students. We're not here to tell them no, we're here to welcome them. We've got them in our net now. You see these teams lined up. We've got them in our net now. We're gonna work them through our system, give them the support they need to move them into our November competitions, to move them into the other ecosystem partnerships that we have around campus with the National Science Foundation, with I-Corps, and to get them ready to go out and change the world, to get them ready to go out and change the world. I like to say, and I say this in my classes and when students come to see me, it's not my job to tell you no. It's my job to help you to de-risk your idea, to help you to understand the feasibility and the impact that you're gonna have on the world. I say to them, if the founders of Uber came into my office, I would have laughed them out. And then I wouldn't have made that money, right? And so it's not my job to laugh you out of my office. It's my job to help you to get better, to help you to de-risk your ideas. And that's why these other administrators are here. Amy's looking at me like, shut up and get off the mic. So I got the moment. And so as we work through that, it's the judge's job to evaluate you, not mine. And so we've gone through most of this already. Yeah, it's about the idea, it's about supporting your journey. And then let's see who's here with us as guests tonight. And as I call your name, and I think we're gonna go this way, as I call your name, if you could stand up and I'll do a quick intro. I've got Benjamin Friedman, the founder and president of Build, Scale, and Grow. Welcome, welcome, we appreciate you. He's come up from the big city to hang out with us in the Valley, and we appreciate you. Next we have Ray Berry Jr., Raymond Berry Jr., founder of White Lion Brewing in Springfield and here in Amherst, Massachusetts, home of the Marcus Canby Brew. Ray Berry, before becoming an entrepreneur, was the Senior Vice President and CFO of the United Way of the Pioneer Valley. Ray, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for all you do with the community. And next, we have Amy. Amy is the president of Junior Achievement for Western Massachusetts. I appreciate Amy so much because I was in Junior Achievement when I was in high school, right? And 2 years in a row, we had a candle business, and we sold T-shirts, and Junior Achievement helps our community. And Amy is also adept at understanding businesses, and ideas, and supporting students. So Amy, we appreciate you joining us. Amy's also a UMass alum. Sorry, let me say that again. Amy's also a UMass alum. There we go. There we go. 2024 from the School of Behavioral Sciences. She has her degree in psychology. Next, we have Mike Doyle. Mike is yes, please. Mike is joining us from the Holt Prize Foundation. We appreciate Mike. We appreciate Holt. Mike's based in Boston, and he's the head of growth and engagement for Holt. So it's Mike's job to go around the world, or more than North America, right? To go around the world and help to grow Holt. Holt is a social and impact entrepreneurship prize and foundation that gives away $1 million a year. I say gives away, that invests in companies $1 million a year. That's a better way to say it. And it's not just about their tax status, not just about them being not-for-profits. It's also about the economic model that's going to help to sustain their impact organization. And so we appreciate you, Mike, and we appreciate the growth that we're going to see in Holt. I was there in Bangkok this summer representing Holt and judging the Bangkok Summit, and Holt does a wonderful job. We stole some of your stuff. You'll see it in our judging rubrics. Yes, thank you. And last but not least, we've got Krista Zulo. Keisha, sorry, Keisha. Last but not least, we have Keisha Zulu. Keisha, if this wasn't in 10-point font, I would have read it right. My bad. Just kidding, Amy. She's the founder of the Women in Business Summit, which is a 19-year running organization that helps to prop women up around the Pioneer Valley. Yes? She's also the founder of Joy Events, an event planning company that helps clients to produce live and virtual events to support their company's mission. We appreciate all of you coming today to help us to support these 22 ventures. Is it still 22, Will, or did we have to remove some? Let's a little bit. Hey, Amy, how many do we have now? 21. Okay, we lost one. Just a quick thank you to our sponsors. Some of the names that you know aren't listed here. We know that all the schools and colleges across the campus support entrepreneurship. Specifically, though, we'd just like to thank Doug and Diane Berthiaume. We'd like to thank Amherst Innovative Living for their support. We'd like to thank the Provost's office, Jeff Glassman, Bud Robinson, and Eric Kagan. They have been perennial supporters for the Berthiaume Center and help so that we can give the prize money away that we give away today. These prizes that we give away are from philanthropic support. She probably doesn't want me to do this, but I'm going to do it quickly so I don't get myself in trouble. Amy was promoted this year. Not just promoted, but one of the most difficult things to do at UMass is to jump unions. So she went from a technical union to a professional union. And it's because of her hard work and dedication. You see Berthiaume on social media. Amy did that. Amy did that. And so when you look at the Berthiaume social media, the competitors, so to speak, it's the top UMass social media outlets. It's not fair because athletics has hundreds of kids that they force to get on their social media to follow them. We don't have that, right? But we're competing with them and UMass and admissions. Admissions has thousands of people who apply. And Amy built a social media juggernaut with the Berthiaume social sites, and we appreciate you. A round of applause for Amy and all that she does. Michelle is with us somewhere. She's probably checking someone in downstairs. We appreciate Michelle. She's our receptionist, and she supports us in all that we do. Thank you, Michelle. And then we have our MBA fellows. Can you raise your hands if you're here? MBA for 1, 2, 3, 4, one back there. We have our MBA fellows. Our MBA fellowship has helped us to keep the Berthiaume Center running when we've been down 2, sometimes 3 staff members. So we appreciate all that they do. They are evaluating applications. They're meeting with students as a first stop. And so thank you, Frederick, Will, Amon, and Wyatt. We appreciate you. One more round of applause for our fellows. And these next 2 slides, these are the students that have been torturing you and setting you up for pictures. In addition to John, the students are taking pictures, posting on social media, and we appreciate our students, our student staff. And now the moment you've been waiting for. What are we going to do tonight? What are we going to do tonight? We've had, I'll say almost 50, 40-something applicants, and we can't take all 40. But we can help all 40 applicants. I think it was 42 applicants. We accepted 29 through attrition. The folks that we accept, they have to go to a pitch camp. They have to fill out the forms correctly. If they don't do those things, then they attrit out. And so we had 29 teams accepted. We had 22 that we invited to pitch tonight, and 21 are here. We appreciate them. They're going to come up and pitch for a minute. There's not going to be any Q&A. The 5 judges are going to evaluate their idea, and we're going to have an Audience Choice Award. That means you're going to choose a winner tonight also. And so please come and pay attention, stay attentive. And that's round one. And then in round two, the top 3 teams that the judges have chosen will come up for a 2-minute pitch and answer Q&A. And we'll announce the Audience Choice Award. And we'll announce of those top 3, how they rank. And so that's the run of show for tonight. I'm going to go through this next slide quickly because I've talked about it a little bit. In November, the week of November 18th, 3 years ago, we created, excuse me. 3 years ago, we created an Innovation Entrepreneurship Academy Week. And in this Academy Week, we've tried to bring multiple disciplines of the campus together. I think when I first started interacting with Sundar, I shouldn't have said his name. I started interacting with some guy over in the engineering department. He was like, you guys stole the innovation challenge from us. It predates me, right? And I said, well, let's fix it. Let's create something that will target your students, right? He said, well, you guys did it and you put too much business in it. We really want to look at inventions and innovation. Sundar, I'm talking about you. Want to look at innovations and less about the business model canvas and more about the technical aspects of what you do. And so we started technology challenges. Technology challenge, Sundar's going to talk about it, is November 18th. The Food, Science, and Innovate for Tomorrow challenge is then the 19th. This is new this year. UMass has the #1 food science program in the world. UMass has the #1 food science program in the world. That's in addition to 8 years running the best campus dining, 2 different things. And so meeting with Dean Fox, meeting with the food science department chair, meeting with Ken Toon, how do we put something together that celebrates the technology and food and brings that together? And so you're going to see on the 19th that the whole competition I talked to you about, Holt, and we're going to talk to you about that a little bit more. And then on the 21st, we've got the executive pitch. And after the executive pitch, we are going to announce the winners of all these competitions at the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Awards night. We're going to bring you all together again and show you who won during the week. We're going to bring the campus leaders, we're going to bring innovators, faculty, staff, and folks who are working on innovation entrepreneurship in the community together to celebrate you, the winners. And hopefully one of these 21 teams, or a few of you, may be in that number. We hope, right? Which one is going to win? Any of you? Okay, I see a few. Okay. Here we go. There we go. And so without further ado, I'm going to wrap up and say, we're looking forward to tonight to celebrate you, right? To celebrate you, and to hear what you have to say, to hear what your ideas are, what your big idea is. And we're looking forward to celebrating that. And then we're looking forward to getting to November and seeing if some of you have made it through the next round in our academy. With that, I'm going to pass the mic to somebody. Amy.
Perfect. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. Perfect. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the whole stage would be on this. 'Cause I think the wh
Whenever I ask somebody if they play an instrument, I'm all too frequently met with, oh, I played piano when I was younger because my parents made me, but I never really stuck with it. And this narrative has always saddened me. Hi, I'm Noah Favorman, and I want to present to you EasyBard, an interactive encyclopedia and an online learning app. Similar to Duolingo, we want to make learning music fun and exciting. During my time as a self-taught guitarist, I struggled with how to progress, where to find digestible music theory, and on top of that, I wish there was an all-in-one place to meet my needs. This is what we hope to accomplish with EasyBard. Through our linear progression game system, we hope to interactively guide musicians to success. And on top of that, we want to provide a simple encyclopedia that can provide practical uses. We want to make things simple in the convoluted world of music, and also one where you don't burn out because your parents are forcing you to.
Thank you, sir. All right, this is the fun part of the evening where we're going to stall for a few minutes, and we're going to let those judges have a few minutes to fill out the scorecards. Who? Oh, I didn't do it right. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo! You can tell this is my fun part of the evening where I get up and they put a microphone in my hands. You missed the preliminary round last year. 29 pitches of me every time, movie quotes. We'll do that again later, I promise. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up our next contestant so he's prepared. And when we're ready, one of my lovely assistants in the back are going to let us know that all those judges have got their scores in. Judges, if you have any issues in the meantime, raise your hand and you're going to be flooded with a group of Berthiaume staff ready to help. All right, you can come on up. So we're gonna give the judges a few more minutes, and the timer's over there, right? You put the thumbs up when they're ready to go. Pitching advice, don't pitch down here. You want to pitch up here so they can hear you. All right. But if you pitch up here, you can be like, I'd like to win $1 million, please.
Okay.
And then I'll come with the mic, and then we'll head you off that way, just so we can move fast.
When I'm done, I'm gonna head off from this.
You're gonna head off that side, but you can I'll come grab that mic, and then
Oh, okay.
otherwise we're gonna all collect
Yeah,
up here.
perfect. Hi, I'm Tausif. I'm from Bangladesh, which is a developing country facing a prevalent challenge. While there's an abundance of unemployed labor looking for blue-collar jobs, there is no efficient system to connect these blue-collar employees to their customers. So in most households in developing countries, including mine, rely a lot on hiring help. What happens in most of these countries, basically, people rely on service providers for stuff like driving and also housekeeping. So what happens is that in most of these cases, generally how people find service providers like drivers and housekeepers is through word of mouth, which is very inefficient and slow. So this is where my app, Kormamela, comes in. It is currently in its MVP stage, which basically connects service providers, verified service providers, to customers directly. So service providers can be reviewed based upon referrals, ratings, built-in chat, ensuring that there is transparency, direct communication, and eliminating all sorts of third parties. So in a country where there is 84.9% of the working population is in the informal sector, I believe that my app is going to create unseen opportunities for those people and also reduce unemployment. Kormamela is first of its kind. There's nothing like this in the market, and it actually solves a critical problem in a way that has never been done before. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be filling in for MC duties. My name is Wyatt. I'm one of the MBA fellows here helping out Berthiaume. And I'm going to also be filling in with movie quotes, terrible puns, and anything else. I heard some laughs in the back. And basically anything else to make you feel a little bit more at home, get you to laugh a little bit. So how about that weather, huh? And for the people that aren't going to be presenting, please feel free to attend the bar, get some food, mingle with the people around you. This is also a networking event, so by all means, get to know some people, share your ideas. This isn't just going to be limited to our contestants. Give it a couple minutes more to get our next contestant up on the stage. All right, and coming up next,
chances are you or someone that you know closely has experienced acne. This condition has been experienced by almost everyone in the world. It's almost a universal component of the teenage experience. And millions of people around the world are looking for a solution to this condition. So what are their options? The skincare industry was recently valuated at over $180 billion. But for such a lucrative industry, I haven't found a single treatment that's both effective and safe. We need a new solution badly. So how about we disrupt this antiquated industry? The answer I'm proposing involves a natural peptide which has been used for decades as a food preservative. If my project is selected for the next round of this competition, I'd love to tell you all about my solution to this pressing problem. Thank you.
all right, thank you, Thesis Co. Oh, microphone's a little touchy here and there. And just to remind everyone, students and any aspiring entrepreneurs alike, we do at Berthiaume have boot camps every Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. over in Bartlett Hall, room 301.
Who runs the boot camps, Wyatt?
That would be myself and the other MBA fellows.
Really, do they?
We do. It's a great opportunity to meet other aspiring entrepreneurs and share your ideas.
Where do I go again if I want to learn more?
Every Wednesday at 5:30, go to Bartlett Hall, 301.
Thank you. How can I find out more information if I forget that tonight?
Downstairs, we have informational flyers on the table.
Thank you, Wyatt.
You're welcome, Amy.
Wyatt, what if I missed out on pitching tonight? What else could I do?
We have many more competitions if you're looking to share your ideas and possibly win a cash prize.
Wyatt, I'd love to hear more about that, but I think our next contestant would like to pitch.
Stay tuned for our next commercial break.
All right. Okay. Hey, judges. So I think we all can agree that misinformation and like fake news is a big problem online. And especially, it's very bad when more than 50% of Gen Z actually get their news from social media platforms like YouTube and Twitter. And with time, fake news and AI misinformation like deepfake videos and fake images is just about to get worse. That's where my company Credibly comes in. What we do is we let our users, like journalists, researchers, and even creators, help validate their sources. So we use an algorithm based on past data of the sources and any interesting patterns, and then we let users know how valid that source is. And we also flag anything AI generated presented as real. With combining human and AI verification, we believe as a company we can make the digital space way more reliable. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Credibly. So as mentioned before, we do have multiple competitions coming up towards the second half of November. And if you are interested in those boot camps mentioned previously, those boot camps will give you a sneak peek into what to expect and how to prepare to present your idea and your startups. As Gregory mentioned before, our first competition that we have will be on November 18th, and that is the Technology Challenge, where it's going to be all tech-focused. Following that, on November 19th, is going to be the Food, Science, and Technology Innovate for Tomorrow Challenge. All right, and we'll talk a little bit more about that after our next contestant.
Many students are really interested in artificial intelligence, and they want to implement it in their own projects with real-world applications. However, they often lack the expertise and funding in order to implement it in their projects. That's where Mass AI comes in. We not only have help fund these projects that would benefit industry and the world around us, but we also have the expertise to help advise them on how to implement it.
Why is this necessary? The industry of AI is oversaturated. Everyone wants to get into it, but there's many passionate students that really have no chance. We need these students to be able to have relevant industry experience so that they can actually get internships in real roles and jobs. Mass AI helps with this by giving students real mentors from AI and real mentorship from AI engineers, as well as a community to work with and help from others. Through our program, we're able to connect students with small businesses and help both. Students get real experience and make AI applications.
Hey everyone, some of you may know me. Many of you know me as an MBA fellow for the Berthiaume Center for Entrepreneurship. I've been here for 2 years now, but I'm also a board member of the Entrepreneurship Club, which I've been on for 3 years. We have 4 types of meetings that we circle through, and I'm going to tell you about them briefly right now during this intermission. We have networking meetings, we have social entrepreneurship meetings, guest speaker meetings, and we also have level up meetings where we teach you the business skills that you need to know to start your own startup. We have a guest speaker coming in on the 20th who used to be a UMass student who flipped ambulances for 600% return on investment. He would buy ambulances, he would rehab them himself, and he would resell them for 600% return on investment. He's coming back to speak about how he did that as a student here on the 20th of November. We have various guest speakers coming back like that. We talk about a lot of entrepreneurial skills that you might need to grow your startup. We're on 7 to 8 on Wednesdays in room 301 of Bartlett Hall. If any of you are interested in entrepreneurship and you're free at that time, I highly recommend you come join us, meet your peers that are also interested in entrepreneurship, and engage with your community. Thank you.
Technical interview prep. Hours of videos, countless questions, and forgetting all that you learned the next day. Sounds familiar? Well, it doesn't have to. Over 70% of candidates miss out on their dream job opportunities, not because they lack potential, but because they're overwhelmed by the steep learning curve and exhausting prep for technical interviews. Elite Code fixes this. Our app breaks down complex problems into bite-sized, progressively harder questions, offering a personalized experience and a faster, easier learning curve. With microlearning, we help build conceptual understanding, problem solving, and retention, all while staying motivated through our gamified experience. Elite Code helps make technical interview prep faster and smarter. Join us in shaping how potential will show. Elite Code, where the next generation of leaders will grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Elite Code, 1 for your presentation and 2 for returning the microphone to me. If anyone is curious about our upcoming events and would like something more tangible to get their hands on, we do have these flyers down on the table downstairs. There's also another QR code that you can scan to get something digital to share with your friends as well.
So Wyatt, why don't you tell us a little bit about you? What's your favorite movie?
You really had to ask the most difficult question, Faye, didn't you?
Absolutely. It's like picking your favorite child.
Well, now that I had another 10 seconds to think, I would probably have to say it's the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the extended edition, not the theatrical release.
Absolutely, of course. Do we even go back to the theatrical after the extended editions? I mean, come on. Like, who watches those anymore?
I actually don't know if they sell the theatrical releases anymore.
Good evening, judges. My name is Samyak. I'm the co-founder and CEO of offcampusspaces.com. We created this platform after seeing our fellow UMass students struggle with off-campus housing search. Currently, more than 8.6 million students struggle with off-campus housing search, and they have to go to lousy social media channels such as Facebook and WhatsApp. This is where we come in. Off-campus spaces provide user-friendly platform to students where they can search and create listings, filter it by their need, and also connect instantly. We have already helped thousands of students at UMass Amherst, University of Arizona, and Northeastern University. With more than 12,000 users in just few months, we are all set for a statewide rollout. Our goal is to make student housing simple, effortless, and as easy as breathing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Off-Campus Spaces.
Wyatt, I feel like we should call out some of your other MBA fellow colleagues to come. Hey, Will, why don't you tell us your favorite movie? Sorry, Will, we couldn't hear you back there. Woo! As he should be. Who else we got? Where are my other MBA fellows? Raise your hands over there. Let's see. Oh, I see one right there. What do we got? Favorite movie? I miss it.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a good choice.
Oh my God.
Yep, we're good to go. Game of Thrones isn't a movie. All right, and coming up next.
Have you ever heard the skincare rule? Don't mix salicylic acid with vitamin C, and you should use a retinol, but only at night, and if you do it in the morning, you have to put SPF on top. Is that too complicated? Do you just splash your face with water in the morning? We've been sold the idea that our skin is supposed to be dull, and if we want nice complexion skin, then we have to use a ton of products and have some complicated routine. Let me tell you, that's just simply not true. At FloraCare, we've discovered an ingredient that has been used by our ancestors for centuries to give you youthful, brighter looking skin, beef tallow. Our beef tallow moisturizer, combined with organic oils, will give you the complexion that you've been looking for your whole life. At FloraCare, we're proving with more than 200 sales on Amazon that you can keep ingredients low and the quality of your skin high. Thank you.
Thank you very much, FloraCare. I have a question for everyone out there. What are the strongest days of the week? It's Saturday and Sunday because everything else are weekdays. You can boo me all you want. I'm still going to be here. I enjoy hearing your groans of frustration. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. I knew that was going to get some people. What about a cow standing on a hill? Lean beef. They're just going to get worse, I can tell you that right now. How do cows stay up to date? By reading the Moose paper. All right, I'll give you a break from that.
Calorie tracking is tedious and impractical, especially in places like restaurants and cafeterias. This often leads many to give up on their goals, which often causes bad eating habits or even eating disorders. PlateMate changes the game by offering a seamless AI-powered solution. Users simply snap a photo of their meal, and our algorithm generates the calories, protein, and other key nutrients from the meal. The app then tracks these nutrients, and nutrients and provides AI-generated feedback on how users can improve their progress. PlateMate goes beyond just calorie tracking by offering a community-driven experience. Users can add friends, track progress, and participate in goal-based challenges that promote motivation, consistency, and long-term success. Thank you.
Thank you, PlateMate. And a word of warning to the contestants, I will chase after you if you run away with my microphone. Why are people good at origami, bad at poker? They only know how to fold. That one was just off the top of my head. I don't even know anymore. Thank you. I appreciate whoever said that. Also, to whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office out there, I will find you. You have my word. All right, with that dead silence, I'm going to pass it off to the next contestant.
Thank you. Good evening, people. All right, so my name is Thibaut, and when I was 16, I decided to make an application and publish it on the App Store. And my friend thought it was funny to hack my application. He costed, not me, my parents, oops, $2,000. I was lucky enough that my application wasn't popular, and obviously I didn't have that many users, but a lot of companies are not that lucky. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, they get hacked, $1 million lawsuits, and we don't like that. So when I came to the pandemic, I decided to write a software. And then it worked. I published it online, published research about it, and it worked. People liked it, and it just made sense. There's not enough of these softwares out there, and I'm here to provide it. So here's what I propose. I propose a B2B business focused directly on selling the product to the masses, and on top of that, for bigger companies, bigger, higher, greater clients, custom solutions. So, my name is Zenro. Will you help me be Zen and have zero vulnerabilities?
Thank you very much. From the last break, I did think about a paper joke, but I don't think anyone else really wants to hear it because it's pretty terrible. Nothing? Okay. How does cereal pay its bills? With checks. I'm getting a little bit of a murmur in the back. I can hear you. I used to really hate having facial hair, you know? But every now and then it grows on me. I'm just waiting for those handfuls of people where I can hear an audible chuckle in the audience. So thank you, whoever you are. You're validating me. All right, and with that, we'll hand it off to our next contestant.
Imagine this. You're a traveler, your name is Finn, you're 25 years old, you want to travel. You want to go to Anchorage, Alaska. 3 problems are on your mind right now. 1, knowledge. You've never been there before, you don't know really what's in the area. 2, time. You have a full-time job, you're not able to take the time out of your day to be able to make a whole itinerary for yourself. 3, personalization. A lot of online data right now, things that you search up, activities in the area, are just made for the general person, not specifically for you. I'm introducing an app today called Trivial. Trivial is an app which personalizes travel for you, taking minimal time for the user, and allowing them to have many different options. It does this through making it personally for you by taking in your consumer interests and abilities, by taking in past experiences, and by convenience and other things. Thank you.
All right, and after that one, we're going to pass things off back to Gregory.
I'm saving you from Wyatt. I mean, I'm saving Wyatt from you. Here we go. Here we go. Next, I'd like to bring up Sundar Kristamate. Sundar, we like to call each other partners in crime. Sundar is the department head of the Mechanical Engineering Department. He's a professor in Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, department head of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department. He is also the Ronnie and Eugene Eisenberg Endowed Distinguished Professor in Engineering, which makes it his job to partner with us. And if you could welcome him to the stage, he's going to talk to you about the Tech Challenge.
Thanks, Gregory, for stealing my words earlier this evening about partners in crime. When Amy asked me to give a shout out to our Tech Challenge, I felt it was challenging enough because it's a tough act to follow after Gregory. Then it's also in the middle of all these wonderful, exciting, innovative ideas from our students. But I did not expect the comedy routine entertainment from Amy and especially Wyatt. Wyatt, you might like to add these jokes to your repertoire. Hello? You might add these jokes to your repertoire. What do you call innovations in scissors? Cutting edge technology. What did New York Times write when they invent a jackhammer? What a groundbreaking innovation. All right, so seriously, Tech Challenge builds that gap between your ideas and the innovation challenge you're all looking forward to in spring. Tech Challenge kind of brings together all those innovative ideas that you have. I've been waiting for an opportunity to share and celebrate and recognize. If I were to ask you, what do these things have in common? Gatorade, Airstream, Facebook, Alacrity. Can anyone tell me what they have in common? They all were inventions that came out of college students while they were in college. You know the difference between those four? Two were from outside our campus. Alacrity and Airstream were from our own students when they were here just like you a few years ago. But they did not have that opportunity to share their technology challenge in the fall before worrying about the business plan and what it means to everybody in terms of bang for the buck. So what we are here to tell you is the tech challenge that you're seeing here, it's a vehicle for you to share your inventions, ideas, the patentable things, so we can help you putting together an innovation challenge competitive package. Even otherwise, if you're interested in patenting, licensing, anything to do with technology, this is the opportunity for you. Let me add a couple of footnotes. This minute pitch is amazing. You all know the prize money for this. All I can say is the tech challenge, the prize money is $15,000. Did I repeat it? $15,000. And we also provide you with guidance and support to help you with the business plan that will help you to be successful if you were to go forward with the Innovation Challenge. So if there are 21 teams at this competition, Gregory and I are looking forward to at least 100 teams competing for that competition. So let me hear from you. If you have any questions, follow up with me or Gregory or Amy. I'll turn it over back to Gregory.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sundar, we're going to need a bigger boat if we get 100 teams. Next, we're going to have Penny come up, Penny Sheen, to talk to us about the inaugural Food and Technology Innovation for Tomorrow Challenge. Welcome, Penny, please. PhD lecturer and chief undergraduate advisor for the Department of Food Science.
Thank you for introduction. Good evening, everyone. I'm Penny Shen, and I'm very excited to introduce our first food science and technology for Innovate Tomorrow Innovation. So this is a unique competition that co-hosted by the UMass Food Science. We're the #1 food science program in the nation, and the UMass Dining Common, also the #1 dining common in the US, and the Berthiaume Center for Entrepreneur will be #1 in the nation. And this event is open to all UMass students and graduates from the past decades, offering them the opportunities to pitch their groundbreaking ideas to an expert panel of judges in a closed classroom competition. And also, this challenge encouraged the innovative ideas across various categories, such as the food product development. For example, students can develop an innovative food product that has never appeared on the market before, or flavor innovation, like a new flavor of ice cream or beverage, and functional foods for human health, like we can use food as medicine to prevent disease, or novel foods for sustainability, like plant-based meat, plant-based fish, or even AI-powered future food innovation, etc. And based on students' application status, there are two phase options available. So students can participate in either the ideation phase for some early stage ideas or advanced phase with more mature ideas with prototypes and business plans. And also, students can participate individually or as teams, but each will be required to present their slides in the competition. And cash prize will be provided, but more importantly, the UMass Dining Common has been shown interest in potentially adopting some of the innovative products and technologies that emerge from these competitions. Some key days to be remembered. So the application deadline is October 31st, which is the end of this month. And the competition will take place on November 19th, and the winners will be announced 2 days later. So this is an incredible opportunity for students to showcase their creativities, refine their entrepreneurial skills, and also contribute to the future of our food. So we look forward to seeing our students' ideas and innovations in our competitions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Penny. All right, and I believe we are ready for our next contestant.
Hi, I'm the CEO of Elastic Edge, and my name is Ayush. Imagine you're sitting there trying to book your health insurance, but the server crashes. You're frustrated. You don't know why this happens. This happens due to an inefficient and mismanaged use of cloud resources. But what if I told you this can be fixed and will be fixed? Here's the problem. Companies are spending thousands and millions on inefficient cloud resource management solutions. And you and we all pay for it. Elastic Edge solves this problem. We're essentially providing a quality control system we have designed for your cloud needs. This will save companies millions of dollars. We have designed a product that acts essentially like a smart thermostat for your cloud servers, adjusting resources based on real-time needs, improving performance, and cutting costs. The cloud autoscaling market is enormous, valued at $1.2 billion with an annual growth of 15% with very little competition. We're looking for investors. So if you're interested, we'd love to talk to you about Elastic Edge. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elastic Edge. I will say, as an MBA fellow, I'm constantly impressed with the ideas and just the crazy things that people around you can come up with, even if they're not in a business sector. The inventions that people can come up with on a day-to-day basis can completely change the way we operate on day-to-day. Like 100 years ago, there were two brothers that thought it was possible to fly. And guess what? They were right. I heard one chuckle. That means that it was good. Gonna have to find newer and newer ways to segue into those puns. All right, let's move on to our next contestants.
Every month, millions of women experience menstrual pains and discomfort during their menstrual cycle, yet the market lacks effective, delicious, and health-conscious solutions. What if I told you that we found a solution, combining taste, nutrition, and targeted relief? Let me introduce you to Gaia, a groundbreaking franchise dedicated to making healthy bars for every need. Our first product, Habina, is a high-protein vegan bar specifically designed to calm period pains while tantalizing your taste buds with the exotic flavors of hibiscus, mango, and mint. Each bar is packed with plant-based protein, essential vitamins, and minerals known for their roles in reducing period cramps while at the same time promoting emotional balance. Our mission is to create a supportive community around women's health while encouraging We're encouraging nourishment and empowerment. Join us in revolutionizing the way that women approach their health. Sorry.
Thank you very much. So while we're waiting for our next contestant, fun fact about myself, I'm into building model replications of famous landmarks. One of the most recent ones that I just built was Mount Everest. And I had a friend that asked me, is it to scale? No, it's to look at. I'm hearing some chuckles here and there. Do you know why the Invisible Man turned down a job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it. Are you the next contestant? Oh, sorry. All right, let's hand things off to our next contestant.
My name is Bright, and I'm here to tell you an issue in the Korean comic industry called manhwa. So there's a problem where there's too few companies and too many manhwas need to be translated. And because of that, it leaves the Western audience lacking and craving more. And because of underutilized market in Korean manhwas, it leads to unfulfilled customers and an increase in piracy. So what my company would like to do is fulfill the needs of the Western audience by not only providing a worldwide friendly service with great translations, but also a reliable week-to-week basis of updates for their favorite manhwas.
Thank you very much.
So we are gonna have a little fun here. We're gonna, forgetting about those people on that live stream back there. Say hi, live stream people, woo! What we're gonna go ahead and do is our social media team over here, Alicia and Katie, they're gonna pop on stage and they're gonna pop on our Instagram right now, eHustle at UMass. Just stay in if anybody wants to follow us. And they're gonna pop on stage, they're gonna go around and kind of get that live stream going on our Instagram account for a few minutes. So everybody put on your happy faces, smile, wave, and as soon as those judges get those scores in, we will cut that down real fast so we can keep the night moving. Thank you, guys.
All right, let's hand it off to our next contestant.
So the face is your identity. It is the mirror to your soul. Now, with such a grand status, it's a no-brainer that you'll have to take care of it, tend to it. But unfortunately, it's not a no-brainer because of two main reasons, basically. So you start off with product overload. There are so many products in the market that it's oversaturated to the point of confusion and worry for potential buyers. And then you have product mismatch, whereby you have products that don't work for people or people who misuse their products. And that's where Aztec AI comes in. Aztec AI scans your face, takes in your medical history, and then uses proprietary machine learning models to generate personalized tips and products for you. It cuts out any trial and error. It cuts out potential wasted money and time and gives you what you need straight to the point. That's Aztec AI.
Thank you very much. So with the holiday season coming up, I know there's people out there that have a lot of travel plans. I know some people that have been to Switzerland, and I know there's a lot of touristy things to do there. I don't know too much about what you can do there, but I do know the flag is a big plus. Thank you. If you can't tell, I'm using an article to help supplement a lot of these. I'm not afraid to sell myself out. Another one? All right. I do actually have one that has to do with economics, specifically trickle-down economics, but I don't think like 99% of people would get it. All right, next contestant.
So how do you spend most of your time, or at least your free time? That's kind of a question I'm a little embarrassed to answer, to be honest, because most of my free time, I spend it on Instagram, I spend it on Twitter, just scrolling for hours. And what's bad about that is there's things I'd rather do instead of that, but it's just so hard getting off of these apps. Our app our app offers like a solution to that. And the way it does that is it takes big hobbies and it breaks them down into small bite-sized chunks that people can do within a day. So like an example of this would be if you're interested in maybe pursuing a hobby in calligraphy. For the day, you would get a challenge that's like write the alphabet in cursive. It's things you can do every day. And users of the app, they have the entire day to finish this challenge. And we just hope that it can get people off their phones and doing things that they actually would rather do instead of scrolling Instagram for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And without further ado, back to my stand-up routine. While we're on the topic of dad jokes, does anyone know where dads keep all their dad jokes? In the database. I heard some audible groans that time. I'm doing my job, that's all I can say. I wish that I came up with half of these. These are terrible. Unlike the paper one. All right, let's hand things off to our next contestant.
Do you know that 74% of the US teens are unsure about managing money, and 59% of the parents avoid money talk with their kids? With rising debts among young adults, financial literacy can't wait. That's where PennyPath comes in, turning financial education into hands-on experience. Teen learns by doing. They set budget, manage expenses, and save with AI supports. Just like in the real world, saving will earn interest, and overspending means there's less to use in the long run. And at the same time, we are going to have blockchain smart control that reminds the parents when teens are in encouraging risky situations like scams or extreme overspending. At the same time, we are also using our AI courses that provides video, games, and chat box. At the end of the day, 88% of Americans are unsure about managing money. So we should let PennyPath to change it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, PennyPath. And like I warned before, I will chase after you for this microphone. So just to preface, I do have a background in IT before I joined the MBA program. And a lot of people ask me a bunch of computer questions out of nowhere. Like, how do you put a computer together? How do you build this part? One that I get a lot is, how do you make a motherboard? I just talked to her about my job. I heard a boo in the back. Thank you. All right, we're going to hand things off to our next contestant.
Exam success is not just about working hard. It's about working smart. For millions of high school students are preparing for the most important exams of their lives, GCSEs and A-levels, exam prep can feel like navigating a maze, confusing, isolating, and overwhelming. Traditional study methods offer generic, one-size-fits-all resources that don't meet individual needs. That's why we're building GradeWise, an AI-powered revision platform that's transforming exam prep as we know it. Imagine a personal tutor that knows exactly what you need to focus on, available anytime, anywhere. GradeWise analyzes your strengths and weaknesses to create customized study plans just for you. With interactive lessons using real exam-style questions, you get personalized feedback for each and every answer you give. With GradeWise, students using GradeWise aren't just passing their exams, they're acing them. We're seeing real tangible results, higher grades, more confidence, and way less stress. With GradeWise, personalized and effective learning isn't just possible, it's here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, GradeWise. Question for the audience. Does anyone know why you should never brush your teeth with your left hand? Because dentists recommend toothbrushes, that's why. It's literal, your left hand. Thank you.
Hey guys, I know everybody has a lot to talk about. These pitches are really amazing, but we would really appreciate it if you could keep the chatter to a minimum while the presentations are happening so that audience members can hear, but also so our judges can hear and stay engaged. Thanks, guys.
And it looks like we're ready for our next contestant to take the stage.
Imagine this. It's your first day in college. You're super excited to start your new life. You plan on completely renovating yourself. Become that ideal person you always wanted to be. But soon enough, you realize you and your roommate don't see eye to eye. You're completely different people with different goals, ambitions, lifestyle. This ends up affecting not just your academic success, but also your mental and physical being, and eventually your social relationships. Why is it that when it comes to choosing our college, which, by the way, are the 4 most important years of our life, we take months and months to decide which college to go to? But when it comes to deciding who we're going to live with during those 4 years, we don't give it a second thought. About 20 million students start their undergraduate studies every single year in the United States, and a whopping 48% of them face problems with their roommates. Our solution? Roommates, an app with which we completely reinvent the process of finding your ideal roommate. Simply swipe and find your perfect roommate.
Thank you very much. So, the past, the present, and the future all walk into a bar. It was tense. I know, I'm booing myself internally. If anyone out here knows an atom, don't believe them. They make up everything. Come on, Amy. That was the fakest laugh I've heard all day, and I've been telling jokes for the last half hour. Okay. All right, and our next contestant is up.
Thank you. Greetings, my name is Ming Hong, founder of Sportly. Here's the problem. Whether you are visiting a new city or trying to navigate your own, finding a hidden spot and securing convenient parking is a nightmare. Now think about this. You're being able to find a fresh tap room downtown on the weekend and reserve a nearby parking all at the same time in one app? Yeah, that's not the best part about Sportly, because not only does it connect you to hidden gems, it also connects you to concerts, events, and the best experiences your city has to offer, all while navigating you by being a one-stop solution that pairs community power recommendations for unique experiences and its USP, peer-to-peer parking, allowing users to rent private park while generating passive income for landowners. We are tapping into the global performance economy and the parking market, creating a platform that benefits users, landowners, and local businesses. With Sportly, all you need to do is discover, park, explore, and all that stress-free. Thank you.
Thank you, Spotly. I'll give everyone a break from puns for the time being because, as it turns out, we are in between our second to last and our last contestant. I just want to remind everyone, this is not going to be the end of the competition. This is the end of the first round. After this, the top 3 scoring teams will move on to the next round, as well as the audience choice. We're going to have the teams that get chosen move off to the side. Us MBA fellows will meet with you. We'll discuss pros, cons. We'll give you the rundown on how you did, what we think you should do, what we think you shouldn't do. We're going to prep you for the next round, and it's going to be a good time. I'm afraid to start telling jokes again in case I get myself cut off. You want to hear one anyway? All right, what do you call a broken can opener? A can't opener. All right, that's all that I have for the night.
Hello, my name is Grant Cooney, and I'm the founder of Exchange. So currently, we came up here last year with the idea of creating a shared marketplace and to use the secondhand marketplace to generate sales for this. With the idea of the mission to create, support local businesses, stay sustainable, and create the greatest shared value for our customers. So right now, where we're at, we have opened up a store in downtown Amherst. On the first day of sales, we did over 500 sales. In the store itself, we have the community, so we have artists, we have organizations, we have fellow entrepreneurs here, all supporting our sales, all generating sales for this marketplace that we're doing. And what we're really trying to do is complete the market. So we're doing this through the physical and online route, and then we're complementing it with service we're doing. So we're doing donation, curation, consignment, and then we're going out and doing our own junk jobs, consignment jobs, estate sales, where we're going out, we're doing this, and we have done that. We've done pop-ups, we've done junk jobs, we've worked with companies to do junk jobs, and we continue to do this, and now we're open, so thank you. I went off my pitch.
Thank you, sir. One more round of applause for Grant and all the other contestants. One of the things we like to do is, in addition to our 5 esteemed judges tonight, we have all of you here, all of you that have been listening and forming opinions of these pictures. And some of you have been brought in just for this moment. They invited you to help them. And so if you could please take your cell phone, go out and vote for the Audience Choice Award. We'll give some time for that. And the judges have all submitted, and we are calculating the top 3, and we'll announce those momentarily. Is everybody getting a closed form? Okay. It's back open? Okay, there we go. I'll say, look at that. Those Manning College students can get it straight every time. Samvi, do you have my top three? Okay. Amy, can we vote more than once? As you're voting, I'd just like to recognize again the folks that are on live stream with us. We appreciate you joining us tonight for the minute pitch. And we have 3 more pitchers coming up soon. To remind the audience here and on live stream, the pitchers will come up next. There'll be 3 of them. There'll be 2 minutes and then 3 minutes of questions. The judges will fight it out on who gets to ask. I'm wondering if there's going to be a wrestling match between Ray and Ben on the end here. No, Ray said I'm about peace like the white lion. I don't know if Legacy Sound can help me with a drum roll. Can you help me with a drum roll? The moment you've all been waiting for, our top 3 teams will be announced soon. And the moment you've all been waiting for, from lowest to highest, and just a round of applause after each name, the team that came in third place, Exchange. The team that came in second place, Floracare. And tonight, in the first round, the team that got the highest judges' rankings is Off-Campus Spaces. Those teams will be prepped by our MBA fellows, and we'll be right back with more intermission activities for you through Amy.
If we can just have those 3 teams come up to the stage real quick, just so we know where you are, and we can move you to the MBA fellows. We're going to take a quick intermission break. Judges, run for the bathroom or any else, stretch those legs, jumping jacks, and then we're going to come back in the next 5-10 minutes max. The bar is still open, if that helps. After the next one, yeah. If the other winners don't make it to the stage in the next 5 seconds or less, I'm gonna make new winners. Just kidding, kidding, relax, don't run. I don't need somebody tripping. I was like, Grant, dude, where are you going? And if I can have my MBA fellows up on stage, it's your time to work, including you, Wyatt. You shouldn't let me have a microphone, should you? Set that up. I don't need that now. I gotta talk to these guys. We were taking a break. We need the judges.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Has everybody voted for the Audience Choice Award? Yes? Has everybody voted for the Audience Choice Award? And so if we had 21 teams pitch tonight. We had 21 teams pitch tonight, and 21 teams did a great job. Thank you, Michelle. 21 teams did a great job. We appreciate the energy. We appreciate your preparation and the like. In addition to that, you voted for one of those teams to be the audience choice. So I would encourage the teams that pitched tonight to stay around so that they could get that award. I would encourage that, right, must be present to win. Is that the words I should use, right? Must be present to win. And so hang around for that to see the Audience Choice Award. We have the 3 folks getting ready to pitch. They're getting coached up right now to come back up and pitch 2 minutes. And then the judges are going to have 3 minutes of Q&A. And then we're going to whisk the judges downstairs to make a decision on who gets what amounts of money. How much money are we giving away tonight, Amy? $2,500. What's the top team get? $1,000 to the top team tonight. Second? $700 for the next team. Second place, $700. Third place, $500. 500, 700, 1,000. 500, 700, 1,000. And the Audience Choice Award is $300. So please hang around. We'll be passing out the styrofoam checks to the winners very shortly. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. If we can migrate back in, we're going to get back started. If we can migrate back in, we're going to get back started. We're going to make sure all of our judges are back. And quickly, Judge Benjamin Freeman would like to share a few words with you. Can we welcome Judge Ben Freeman, please?
Thank you. Hey, I just wanted to say, I just heard 20, 21 pitches. Everybody had less than a minute. You were probably told to say certain things, and you felt like you had to get these ideas across really quickly. Every presentation I heard is a viable business. No matter how this plays out today, no matter how the next few weeks, the next few months, if you believe passionately about what you're talking about, by all means, please keep pursuing it. Everything we heard today is a viable business model. It might not have won a pitch competition, but it does not mean at all that it cannot be a business. So these are some really great ideas. I hope that you use this as an opportunity to learn and to grow, and you keep that momentum going. Thank you.
I think we should bring this guy back, huh? You want to have each fellow introduce their team? You have all three teams.
That is off-campus spaces, the first place finishers. All the guys right there, and then it's Flora Care, and then right behind her is Exchange.
Okay, so maybe I should do it third, second, first.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? How'd you prep them?
I didn't. I told them it's either going to be 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Probably 3, 2, 1. Great.
Okay, we're going to get back started. Are you ready? Are you ready for the top three pitchers? First up was the last voice you heard on the stage pitching, Exchange. Come on, Grant, give a round of applause for Exchange.
Thank you. Okay, stand up front. Good to go? Awesome. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the store. So it's right across from Antonio's, right in downtown Amherst. We have 6 employees, a store manager, we have a marketer, and then we also have like a dedicated team for like the junk removal and like the services we're providing. With the store itself, we have the store, there's over like 1,000 items in there. We have vendors, one of the vendors will be pitching right after us. And then we have all this storage where we're filling it up with TVs, mini fridges, clothes. We have a full storage garage filled with clothes. We have a full garage filled with couches. We have a full garage filled with like electronics. And that's the idea of building the secondhand marketplace that fuels with the store. So we keep all this stuff off-site, but we list it online. So people can come in, buy a mini fridge online, and then come pick it up in store for $40. And then we can also deliver it, which is a really cool aspect. And the idea is that as we grow, we can add different stores to our system and regionally sell the products, but also the people. So, for instance, one of our vendors did $500 this week. First week open, but if we could put him in a system of 4 stores and then online, then we can regionally grow him and give him a channel that has been unseen, never before, you know? So that's one of the things we're doing. Then we're working with all these different partners. So we're working with a junk removal company called Junk Teams. They have over 100,000 followers. They do about $1 million a year, $300,000 in junk fees. And we will go around and sell a lot of the stuff. So we'll take an 80% cut. They take 20%. And some of the stuff that they've given us is Chanel, Dior. And we're going to, they're getting it themselves, but then we're also going on jobs with them to go curate it, get it, and they're paying us to do this. They're also college entrepreneurs, a year younger than us, or me. And this is all kind of going into feeding the system, supporting the local businesses, market, keeping everything sustainable, and creating the greatest shared value for our customers, which is we're doing these service jobs, we're doing consignment deals for them. And yeah, thank you guys.
Grant, thank you, thank you. We're going to give the judges some time to put comments in. One of the most valuable things that comes out of this for our ventures that come and pitch, I say the comments that they get from these judges, the comments about their idea, some encouraging, some corrective, that build for them to continue to improve.
Wait, don't we have questions?
Oh, I think you do have questions.
Sorry. Or do we wait until after?
Ready? Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
I like the questions more than the pitch, honestly.
Okay. And so each judge has a mic. Each judge has a mic. I think they've all jotted comments down and are ready. Let's start in the middle with Amy.
I love thrifting, and I love consignment, I love retail, I love shopping. So I want to know, how do you keep things clean?
How do we keep things clean? So just one of the ways that we're getting stuff would be unclean products, which is junk removal. We're curating a lot of stuff. We're working with wholesalers, we're consigning stuff, which everything's being brought in clean. But if we are getting something that might not be like clean per se, we are just bringing it to the dry cleaner in Amherst, or we have our own. I'll use my house laundry machine and clean it. But everything in the store is clean and sanitized.
I have to ask about electronics. How do you keep those clean? Do you open them up? Do you put them through a series of testing?
So honestly, there's been very few electronics. So with everything that we're getting, I kind of have the option to either get it or to not to get it. So if it's really too much time or if I have to clean it or something, I'll just pass it off. If it's junk, oftentimes, like an AC unit, we might have mold on it. This is pretty often, and so we'll just throw it away. But we've been already paid generally to take that item, and we'll just do it in the best way possible. And then we'll test everything and just make sure it's presentable and clean. But I'm not going through cleaning the circuit boards and stuff like that.
But are you checking it for roaches?
Yeah. No, everything is clean, tested. I'm not selling anything that's not worth my time, honestly. If it's not.
Seems like Ray has a question.
I do. Thank you, Gregory. So, very good. Congratulations on all that you have accomplished thus far. You are a student.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen to this venture when you move on, graduate, either stay in the area or leave the area? Are you looking to expand this to other institutions of higher learning? What are the next steps?
Yeah, so my goal while I went to school is for entrepreneurship. I wanted to create a company. That's what I went to school for, and then that's what I did. And the idea is that after college, instead of getting a job, this is going to be my goal. And if we can win a few pitch competitions, that will give us a little bit of wiggle room. But the idea is, too, we're acquiring this nonprofit. There's a board of directors, a Sleep Number inventor is actually on the board. And so hopefully we'll get some support from them and donations, just like Saver's business model. They're receiving donations and putting it through their for-profit business. And we're looking to do the same thing. But instead of giving 97% to Savers, we're looking to give a lot more back to the customer, to communities, local communities, where you can actually see what that value that person created is. So through scholarships, through awareness and stuff like that.
Thank you.
You came to school studying entrepreneurship, wanting to start a business. Why did you choose to do this?
It's my life, my family. I started with my dad. I lost a lot of things in my life. My brother, can't see, and I'm trying to win that back. So.
Next, we have Flora Care LLC and Dasha. There we go.
Thank you.
Welcome, Dasha.
Thank you. At Flora Care, we aim to provide low-ingredient, high-quality skincare. And we aim to provide that since last March. And since last March, we've had more than 200 sales on Amazon with more than $3,000 of profit. And we've built a consistent customer base at the farmers markets, which have been happening every Friday, and we've been selling consistently around 10 to 15 every farmers market. But due to the fact that the farmers market is ending and we are continuing our online sales on Amazon and on Etsy, we need to find ways to stand out in the global skincare market. That means improving our packaging, adding spatulas for easy application, and getting targeted ads to reach a wider audience, which is why we need additional funding. In order to continue to keep our profit margins as high as they are, because Amazon takes such a high fee, we need to continue to improve and increase sales. Our venture is aimed to provide high quality skincare that doesn't require a lot of hassle and a lot of maintenance. And we think that that is what's missing from the skincare market right now. As we grow, we hope to expand our product line. Right now, we're doing beef tallow with olive oil and with rosehip oil, depending on your skincare concerns. And then we also have a shimmer oil that is completely vegan with apricot oil, vitamin E, and mica powder, which adds the natural shimmer. We're hoping to expand to our male audience. We have a traditionally male scent on the market right now, and hoping to kind of expand to everyone who's just tired of using a million products to achieve one perfect skin, or someone who has a busy lifestyle and who just wants effective results that are long lasting and will provide good skin throughout. Thank you.
Test 1, 2. So as the judges are making some quick comments, once you're done, we'll field questions for 3 minutes for Dasha. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Test 1, 2. Test. There we go. And so as we distribute the questions around, Ray has the mic in his hand. Raymond's ready. He's ready. Yep, we're almost done. Good. Almost ready. How was that for you?
That was good.
What was good about it?
I felt like I said everything I wanted to say.
You got it in.
Yeah. Even more so, I think.
Okay. I think we're ready. I think we'll go with Ben, and then Ray, you go second again. It's good? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, go ahead, Ben.
Thanks, Gregory. Dasha, great job presenting. You say that you want to move away from Amazon and, I don't know what the feedback is. You want to move away from Amazon in your digital strategy. What are your thoughts about ways to get attention while not being on the ever-present Amazon platform?
Yeah, I think less so move away from Amazon. I'm sorry if it sounded like that, and more so figure out how to do Amazon correctly. Amazon is a very large platform, and it's a very useful platform in online sales. But there are other platforms like Etsy and like Instagram and TikTok Shop and all these that we have explored. But Amazon is the best one just because they have fulfillment, so they can ship out the orders for us, which obviously takes a large cut of our profit margin, but it is worth it. I guess the goal right now is to expand in Amazon and to figure out how to do targeted ads and how to stand out when you look up beef tallow or look up moisturizer, to stand out amongst all of those is our main challenge right now, especially as we move away from farmers markets and in-person sales where we can convince someone of something. Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
As part of your 1-minute pitch, you mentioned 200 sales.
Yes.
How long did it take to accomplish the 200?
So since March, we've had 200 sales.
24 of 2020.
Yeah,
that's
last
awesome.
March.
Good,
Yes.
good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And farmers markets, how
Yes.
successful have they been? Because that could be a great entry.
Yes.
For a lot of startups.
Yes. To mention, 200 is just Amazon, so that's not including farmers markets. On top of that, we've been selling our goal every farmers market we set out for ourselves is 17. Sometimes we reach it, sometimes we don't, depends on the day. But it's definitely been big in expanding our brand across the university, and a lot of people will buy 1 week and then come back the next and be like, I loved it, this is amazing, I want to buy more products from you, what else do you guys have? Or, people will be like, I bought this for my mom and nothing helped her skin, and now we have this, and can we please get your online store, because if you guys aren't here at the farmers market, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm going to need to buy it somewhere else. So.
Are we allowed to ask about cost?
Yeah.
So how are you valuing your product?
So we are valuing it based on, like not raw ingredients, so how much the jar costs, how much the, stuff we put in it costs, as well as everything we add on to it. So our packaging, our, experiences in like the metal spatula, which has our logo on it, the thank you card we put in the thing, so that's the initial cost. Plus our time, we do make everything ourselves in small batches. We label everything ourselves, and that's just part of our brand, where, who you're buying from, and so we kind of evaluate the cost in hours put in plus raw ingredients. Thank you.
Thank you, Dasha. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, judges, for your questions. I think we will have one last team. Stay right there. Thank you for pitching earlier. Next, we have offcampusspacing.com.
Thank you. So I want to start with how off-campus spaces started. Off-campus spaces started when I saw my best friend struggling with housing. He came to me, he told me that I don't have a place to live over winter, and can I crash at your place? I was like, yeah, of course. But that night I started thinking, like, is this a real problem with like a lot of students? I researched. UMass has more than 40,000 students, but only 14,000 students can live on campus. And that is like a very big gap that no one has explored. I started reading more data, and I got to know that more than 8.6 million students every year face this problem, and they have to find off-campus spaces, but they don't know where exactly they should go to. Students have so much in their life going on, studies, chasing for job, interviews, everything. They're already burned out and stressed. So usually they don't have time to like find a place, and they procrastinate. They bring it to their last moment, and then their stress increases. So I was like, let's create a website. The main point that I had in mind was to make it as simple as possible. So the idea was just 2 buttons on the website: need a place, have a place. I made sure that when a student comes to our website, they can create their own house listing in less than 64 seconds, so that they are not stressed. We started doing that. We first launched our pilot project at UMass. How did we market it? We have spent $0 in any marketing. I started sticking posters at the back of the restrooms around the UMass, so that when someone comes in, they see our website, there was a QR code: where will you sleep tonight? We got crazy attention by that. Then was the time to go to another university. How should I do that? I started creating ambassadors. I want to end with this. The most beautiful moment of my life was not when we got 100 users in one day. It was not when we reached 10,000 users. And it was not when a Big 4 company contacted us to become our exclusive partner. It was when I was going my home in a bus, and 2 friends were sitting in front of me. They were stressed, and one friend told other, use off-campus spaces for your housing thing.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. The judges are going to make some quick comments, and then we're going to start on this side and move this way. Just as the judges are making comments, these 2 guys standing next to you, it's like you got 2 bodyguards. Wyatt, was that okay?
They're the pillars of
Wyatt.
my website.
He's not listening.
How do you find your inventory? Great job, great pitch. How do you find your inventory for the housing? Like, how do you make the connection?
Okay, so basically it's the student who put their house on. For example, I have a lease, and lease are usually signed in Amherst area and anywhere else for like 1 year. And I am graduating in winter. I have 6 months left. I don't want to pay the 6 months rent when I'm not leaving and I'm interning somewhere. So they can come to our website, click on list a place, and list their apartment there, and someone who needs a place for 6 months can come and talk to them. This is how we do. It's like by students for the students. We don't upload anything. Students come to our website, list their own places, and students come to our website and use that place.
Is there a conflict with the owners of the property, or do they own the property that they're listing?
So some of the landlords, they do own the property, but many people live in residential buildings, so they can sign the lease agreement, and it's like $100 to $200 fees. So when they change their names on the lease, the department at their building can help them do that. It's like a very smooth process. You just have to pay a small fee and change your name.
You said you have 12,000 users,
yeah,
I believe. Over what period of time, and how do you guys make money?
So 12,000 users for around like 6 months, 6.5 months we got that. So for money, we have not started making money yet because we wanted to find what our real revenue model was. So now we are already we are making the website. So basically how we'll make money is exclusive partners. So one of the big four company contacted us and they realized that all the students visit our website and they want to attract UMass talent. So they were like, we want to become exclusive partner with our website. So that's one of the angles that we can explore. Another angle is a very small commission fee. When you link with someone, we'll take a very small amount and that's nothing because students are usually paying like thousands of dollars a month. So asking them for like 5%, 10%, they don't mind if we are reducing their time and stress so much.
I'm just wondering how you are set up to protect yourself from fraud. So if people are posing like they do on Craigslist as landlords or as roommates, how are you mitigating that?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. So now we are talking with legal services and we are drafting an agreement. So whenever two people will talk, a whole agreement would be drafted. They only have to click accept and continue, read the agreement, and liability would be waived off. Currently on our website, it says that stay away from frauds and like all the necessities that you have to do before running a website. A legal agreement is in the place and I think it will be drafted in like next week and it will come on our website. So you have to accept it before moving forward. And it makes sure that we don't have any like liability in case something happens. Yeah.
Thanks for the presentation and great to meet you. As you're building a two-sided marketplace, what do you see is going to be the biggest challenge in the next 6 months?
I think the biggest challenge is exploring, like going into different universities. I would at UMass, so I did like marketing and everything myself. I went to University of...
Thank you so much. Thank you. The judges are going to make their final comments in the sheets, and then we're going to whisk downstairs and come back with decisions, including the Audience Choice Award. One more round for the pitchers. Tonight we're going to award $1,000 to the first place team, $700 to the second place team, $500 to the third place team, and $300 to the Audience Choice Award, giving away $2,500 tonight. Amy, take it away.
Thank you. So after the judges have finished filling out their scores, they're going to head to the back where Gregory and Katie are going to wait for them, and they'll escort and whisk them downstairs to the judges' deliberation room to decide all these amazing decisions. I do not want to be them. Good luck. In the meantime, we do have a couple speakers who'd like to come up and talk about some of the other upcoming competitions we have. I believe there is a Kate from Holt around here. If she wants to come up to the stage, we'll get her set up so she can talk about Holt. We are also going to take a minute and give one last chance at that audience choice. Last chance to vote for the Audience Choice Award. So if you haven't voted for yourself, do it now. Quickly, quickly. We're going to close at any second. Now, hurry. This is why they don't let me have the mic. You're good, Wyatt. Thanks. Keep the mic up here. Timer's in the bag and put the, no, I'm just kidding. That's what we're doing.
It's my pitch. I have 1 minute. I have to pitch the competition.
That's what I do in the corner. I'm like, make sure you're getting it.
Yeah, give me the concept. How much? 5 minutes, or is that way too much?
Take a few minutes. Like, there's one kid behind you.
I can be pretty quick about it.
I mean, your audience is kind of.
It's okay. A lot of students, which is what we want.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and close the audience choice. Rabia and Radhika, if you can go ahead and let Samvi know that we are closing the audience choice. Let's make sure that gets closed. Teams message. Teams message. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Kate Ramirez. She's the North American Regional Manager from the Holt Prize Foundation. She's going to tell you all about it. I had the amazing honor of going to this year's finals in London, England, people. London, England. Woo!
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me tonight. Thanks, Amy. What an awesome event. I hope you're all having fun. Super impressed with all the startups, and I want to see all of you competing in Holt Prize. So if you're interested, listen up. There's $1 million of funding on the line, so hopefully that piqued your interest. Where do I click this, Amy? There we go. Okay, Holt Prize. So I'm going to tell you what it's all about. We are the world's largest student pitch competition. We are a global student pitch competition. And we have over 187,000 participants from around the world, from over 1,300 different universities, 9,400 startups, and 113 countries. So we really are all across the world, and it can start right here on your campus. In fact, it is starting on your campus next month. So what we do is we inspire students to solve some of the world's biggest challenges. We ask you to start startups that are for profit, for good. So working towards solving some of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. Those are pretty broad if you haven't heard of them. So if you don't think that your company is for good, I challenge you to look into the SDGs and realize that most companies are for good if you can kind of dig into it and shift your perspective that way. We have 3 pillars that we're really big and important on, and those are our global community. Even if you don't win the $1 million, you'll be introduced to a network of people from around the world, whether they are venture capitalists, if they're investors, or if they're just students from across the world that can be in your network for your entire career. We have the annual funding prize of $1 million, and then we have the experiential education. You all are already doing that here today, taking what you're learning in the classroom and creating those startups. These are the SDGs, which we talked about. You can choose any of them to apply your startup towards. This is last year's winner. It was a North America team. I'm the North America manager. We are all very competitive with each other, so there's a lot of pressure for me to have a team from North America win again this year. So I'm expecting one of you to be there. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, that is Arya Stark on the left. She was our VIP guest, and she presented the winner. So there's a VIP guest every year, which is fun. Okay, so how do we do it? You all are super lucky. You have a campus who is putting on the events for you. Amy and one of your other students is going to put on the Holt Prize competition, which is the quickest way to get involved. All of you will compete in your, hopefully will compete in your on-campus program, and the one winner from that will automatically make it to our nationals, which will allow you to compete against all the other teams in the US. It's an awesome event. You'll get to meet sponsors there and everything else. Then we go into a digital incubator. Then we get into the fun stuff, which is the global accelerator. So the top 24 teams from around the world move to London together for 3 weeks. They live in a literal castle. It's where they filmed parts of Harry Potter. And they get to really go through an intensive 3-week program with some of our experts, a lot of Holt Prize staff. And then it ends with our global finals in London. The top 6 teams pitch to a live audience from around the world, and we announce the winner who gets that $1 million in funding. So it's a year-long program, and we're just in the beginning right now, but quite an experience. So right now, you guys have already kind of started this whole process. We can skip this slide. You have your ideas, you're competing, you have your teams, so you are way ahead of the game, which is amazing. And that is Holt Prize. If you're interested in getting involved, you can talk to Amy or Sanvi as well. I'm not sure if she's here, but you all can chat with her. And I want to see one of you winning Holt Prize this year. So thanks so much.
So for us, Holt Prize is part of our Innovation and Entrepreneurship Academy Week that we hold in November. That's part of the 18th of November through the 21st that we've been talking about, in case you were wondering. Applications are open on our website, so feel free to stop by our offices in the Berthiaume, ask any of the MBA fellows if you're interested. $1 million, guys. Who doesn't want $1 million? I don't know about you guys, but I could use $1 million. And I have to say, some of the pitches and the inventions and the projects that come out of this are absolutely game-changing and amazing. It was really great to see what they're doing, so definitely think about it. Next up, we're going to have Grant, who we've heard through a few times today, but we'd asked him anyway, to come up and talk about our last competition during the Innovation Entrepreneurship Week, and that's the executive pitch. So Grant, come on up.
So my name's Grant Cooney, and I'm just going to talk about the executive pitch, which is happening in November of this year. So basically, I think it's a great pitch for anyone to do if you have an idea, if you have a business you're working on. Just to give it a little backstory, last year I was up on the minute pitch with just an idea, and then the whole year I did every single pitch competition and actually worked on my business. And now, a year later, I have a business, I have a store, I have a marketplace, we have storage units. So if you do this, I mean, I think anyone, if they actually stick with their idea, they build a team, they develop their ideas, then there's a lot that can happen. And right here, there's $15,000 on the line, and then there's 2 other competitions. So just in this 1 week alone, you could win $45,000. And that doesn't even include the $65,000 innovation pitch challenge the next semester. So I think it's a huge, huge thing for anyone to do, whether you're just trying to get practice for public speaking, or if you're actually trying to develop an idea, a club, a business, a nonprofit. It's a win-win for everyone, I think. So, yeah. That good?
Thank you, Grant. And thank you for everybody for listening. We keep pushing this because we want to remind you that today was the minute pitch. There were 42 teams that applied, and only 21 were able to pitch. And only 3 people and an audience choice member are going to be able to walk away with seed funding tonight. But everyone has an idea. As our judge had said, every idea is a viable business. And we want to keep reminding you of that. Don't stop here. Your journey continues. The Berthiaume Center, the colleges across College of Engineering, Food Science, Computer Science, and I'm going to forget some because it's late at night, but all the colleges are here for innovation and entrepreneurship, the whole prize, everybody. We want you to continue your journey. So that's why we keep reminding you of these other opportunities that are coming up. So please consider them, keep going to them. Don't stop your journey. Just let this be a pivot in the journey. We are still waiting for those judges to come back up, but I'm not going to make you listen to me for the rest of the night. We're going to take a little break. And when they get up here, we will go ahead and hear how they've decided and what they've decided on. So thank you, enjoy, relax. Looks like that bar is still open over there for those of us that are old enough. So I will see those of you over there. Oh, I take it back. One last thing. I do have 2 people I have to thank. This man over here, John Crispin from John Crispin Photography, has been taking our pictures all night. Fantastic, amazing. And those guys with the mics and the headphones and up in that booth there that have been taking care of us all night and making sure that we can be heard and seen from Legacy Sounds, who are absolutely amazing. We've been working with them for the last few semesters, and I can't say enough good things about them. They're truly amazing. We call them up, we say we need you, they come, and we don't even have to tell them what we need. Or we do, and they laugh and say whatever. So we appreciate you. We can't do tonight without any of you. And of course, the amazing UMass Catering and our favorite guy over there, Chris. Thank you. So, and thank you guys. Bye.
I was looking at your calendar for the busy week in November, and at least one of the days says there's to be determined times. So there's no rush, because I've locked those days out. But when you get closer to the event, just give me some guidelines as to the timings.
The timings are estimated the
the total lady. What are we going to do? We're going to do group winners or all the groups together.
Is that better, John? Thank you so much for hanging in there with us. This can get to be a long night for me. And I'm sure for the venture that got on first. Who was first? Was it Noah? Noah, were you first? Noah, I think, got up here first. It's a long night to wait. A long night to wait to see who won. And I'm wondering if Amy could come up and help me. How'd the intermission go? Yeah? That good, huh? I don't know what's what. No, 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 no. Okay. So I think Judge Benjamin said it best. Everybody's a winner. Everybody was a winner here. We say we give away equity-free funding, but really what you're getting here is experience. What you're getting here is the ability to pivot, to understand, and get feedback. And you're entering the world of innovation, entrepreneurship in this University of Massachusetts ecosystem, which benefits us all. It benefits Amy and I, it benefits the MBA fellows in interacting with you, and we hope that it benefits your venture. I know that in listening to the judges, it's benefiting them to see you, to see your pitching, and to see what you're doing to change the world. And so with that said, I'd like to give the Audience Choice, the Stacked Award, the Audience Choice Award, the Audience Choice Award for the Fall 2024 Minute Pitch. The Audience Choice Award goes to Thesis Co. $300. Come on to the stage. Congratulations. Second and third place was a difficult decision. Second and third place is a difficult decision. But the judges may have been thinking, they didn't say this, I'm saying it. The judges may have been thinking, we're not going to make it a tie and say everybody's a winner. We're going to choose first, second, and third. No one said that. But we forced a decision. It took us a little bit longer. And so I'd say second and third were tight, neck and neck. We voted twice. And so with that, third place in the 2024 Minute Pitch competition, a huge round of applause for Exchange. Come on up, Grant. And so then we think about second place. And again, this was Ray and Ben were fighting it out to the end. I knew they were going to wrestle before the night was over. Minute Pitch 2024, second place winner, Flora. So there's no drama about who the winner is because you saw the top three. Offcampuses.com. Come on up, guys. I'm trying to get his bodyguards lined up. They did such a good job earlier. You stand. Judges can come on the stage with the winners, please. All right, I'll need you all to get nice and close together, though. So really get in close and tight, please. Yeah. We can make. Should we make it 2 rows? Let's do 2 rows. Yeah. 2 rows, please. Sit down. No, it's fine. Yeah, go down 1 step. Front row, just go down 1 step. All right. Oh, here we are. No, it's good. No, not yet. Yeah, he's on our team. That's perfect. Yeah, we'll find you.